Hello. Oh wait. Let me. Oh yeah. Hello everyone. This is I, Mega Boy X, and I'm here to talk about the Kazuya presentation. Now, I didn't watch the full video until I until later in the afternoon, cause like I didn't get to see Kazuya's full movesets and like how they work. But actually, how his moveset worked. Now, before I get into like Kazuya's moveset, like his special attacks, I don't know, I'm gonna talk about the Mii costume, and the Menman. The Mii costume, Menman amiibo, and Sakurai's Fido reminder that it's just that one character is left. I'm gonna start with the Mii costume. Now, when the Mii costumes came in, they showed four Mii costumes. Lord, Dragonborn, Dante, and Shantae. With Lord, I kind of expected it. Expected Lord to come back because, like, he was the only Wii U Mii costume that did not come back. So it's kind of like a guarantee at this point because, like, not only Kazuya is a Bandai Namco character, but Lloyd is a Bandai Namco. Was like one of the Mankind Namco Mii costumes from the Wii U that was likely going to come back either in this Mii Fighter Wave or the next one. I do kind of feel bad for those who want Lloyd. I mean, for me, it's not really. I mean, he would have been cool, but it's not really too much of a. But it's not really a lot. But it's not really too much of a loss for me. Because, like, I kind of expected that Mii costume to come back. Dragonborn, when Dragonborn was revealed, I didn't know anything about Skyrim, so I couldn't really feel any sadness or hatred for Skyrim. I'm sorry for those. I'm sorry for those who know about Skyrim. No, I do. I just couldn't. I just didn't really feel anything with the Skyrim guy being in Mikasa being in Smash. I was just like, eh, and just didn't feel anything. It was cool, I guess, but I just didn't feel. I just didn't feel any emotion. Now, Dante, This one hurt a bit. Cause like, not only is Dante a pretty cool character. It's pretty awesome. He would have been a pretty great character to have in Smash. It would have been unknown which Dante would have been best for Smash. Whether it be the class, whether it be Teenager Dante, or the older one, but probably not the serious one. But sadly enough, it is what it is. I do feel sad and I feel sorry for Dante fans who wanted this character for so long. I mean, there's probably so many people who wanted this guy in a Smash game for a while. But don't worry, it's next Smash game. Next Smash game will give us hope for Dante being in Smash. Dante is the one that hurt me the most. It hurt me in the insides yesterday when she was revealed. I mean, I was a little disappointed, but I didn't cry, cry a bit, cry when I was asleep. I did cry. I did cry in my sleep. And when I took a shower, I did cry in my sleep when I took a shower. But I'm over that now. I'm over that now. I'm over it. I'm still a little disappointed, but to be honest, it's kind of a plus. It may not be the character you want. Shante, Shante may not be a full-fledged character you want, but she gets more representation, at least, in Smash. I mean, this could probably increase her chance for that, or or maybe keep her chances the same. Who knows? Who knows? Who really knows? But all I know is Shantae is going to likely be in the next game. and I'm gonna put my hopes in. But that means for me, Shantae's speculation for Smash Ultimate is kind of done for me. I made a short saying that Shantae was deconfirmed. I was a little disappointed, but I'm okay. But now I feel better. I knew a lot of people were gonna be mad about it. I didn't know how Alpha Stoughton was gonna feel about it. I knew Chad Newcomer was gonna be upset. And I don't know how Slice Flame feels about it. Cause like I haven't seen him make videos of, cause like he was also a Shantae supporter. I haven't seen him make videos about it, but I know certain Shantae supporters are upset. Some are upset, some are happy, some are like disappointed, but at least happy that she got more Nation than Spirit. But the upside is she's at least reps more, and we got a Shantae track in the game. So now we can hear the Burning Town Half Genie here. Burning Town Half Genie Hero song in Smash Bros. Now, I'm gonna at least buy the Mii costume for Dante and Shantae as at least a homage of a play, at least kind of playing the character. I'm kind of happy that she's in the game. I'm happy that she's in the game. I'm a little disappointed that she turned out this way, but my sadness about this is kind of over. I'm actually excited to play Kazuya tonight. Because I think he's coming around 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock and 10 o'clock at night. I'm actually really excited to play this Tekken character. And I don't know what Kazuya is going to hold for the last character. I really hope the last character brings hype. I really don't want it to be Fortnite because then I'd be kind of upset because like they had a lot of choices they could have brought in. They have many characters that could have added, and they just wasted their last thing on Fortnite. Now I did think of one thing that could be possible for Shantae, but this is just a dream. This is just a fake dream. I doubt they're going to reveal her as the last character she's a Mii costume. Cause for what I know, Mii costume deconfirmed characters. They don't. But let me say it like this: they don't deconfirm the series. They don't deconfirm the whole series of not having a character. Cause like that was proven with basically Redman, Pyra/Mythra, and Kazuya. That even if the main character or the mascot, those games are Mii costumes or trophies, it doesn't mean other characters from that franchise can't be in the game. Now, Shantae, I can't really say there anyone else who could really hit them marks with her. Because Shantae is the only one who would fit as a character. I can't really see Sky, Dobbs, or Boa unless like unless they really like have make them really unique. But it's unknown. So yeah. I mean, for Tekken there were many characters. For Xenoblade, there was like multiple characters that could have been. I mean, technically, if Rex wasn't in and Mythra, Pyra could have been in Bronze, and it was kind of like anyone and everyone can be in. It doesn't really matter if Shrinkman was the Mii costume or Shrink, anyone and anyone could be in. So Tekken it was kind of like Evil Yachi would have been making more sense. It's just they probably added Kazuya because like his double gene made the most sense. Because I can't remember when your double gene made the most sense. I see a lot of videos of like the Mishima family getting tortured. I'm like, dang. It's kind of interesting to see Heihachi, Jin, and Kazuya getting. I didn't think they got tortured, but it seemed like they got tortured. Shoot, like Heihachi almost got threatened to be detonated. They got launched to space. Strangely enough, the bear. The bear is part of the Mishima family for some weird reason. It's like strangely enough, Heihachi became younger weird, for some Tekken game. I don't know if it's the tag team or one of the main properties, but there's like a moment where like Heihachi became younger for some weird reason. I don't know why, but they kind of like have a. I ain't gonna lie, but they have a kind of a disoriented family, if I had to say. Also, dang, it's kind of interesting how the bear character goes from being. He doesn't even look that. He looks pretty. He looks pretty chill. I didn't expect a bear to be pretty chill or less violent, but it's. It's something. Now that we have one character, I'm putting my money on Crash. My most wanted is now Crash. I really, 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 really hope it's Crash. Because certain characters have been long overdue for character representation. And it seems like Monster Heroes Rai is dead set on making this the list. Like, let's say, like, for those who want the Fighter Pass free, it's not. It looks like from the way Sakurai was talking in the Kazuya presentation, he's saying that the Fighter Pass 2 will be for sure the last, and that after the 11th character, there will be no more DLC characters in Smash Bros. So we better really, really hope that the next character be a really hype character. Otherwise, Otherwise, they'll probably end it the same way with Violet, but not a lot of people being happy with it. Yeah, I can. I mean, the only way it could be not like exciting is if maybe if it's a character that no one really wants. If it's Fire Emblem or maybe Fortnite. I'm just saying. But who knows? Who knows who this character is? Like, we could say it, like, could be Master Chief and Doomslayer, but then we end up getting someone else. And then we'd be super surprised. Heck, we could get Mortal Kombat. Bruh, I would lose my mind if Mortal Kombat gets in Smash. Not only would that be awesome, but we had another fighting game character in Smash. Well, heck, rated M character. So, I would lose my mind. And there'd be many people who would be like, ooh, I'll be like, Mortal Kombat. We're getting Mortal Kombat in this game. Let's go. I mean, come on. Do you think it would be awesome to have Ryu, Terry, Kazuya, and Scorpion duking it out in Smash Bros. On Final Destination with either the Mortal Kombat theme remix, the Emotional Passion theme song, Terry's the Terry theme or Ryu stage theme, like in Final Destination. Not only would that be, not only would that feel like a dream, not only would that feel like a dream that no one would think would ever happen, it would feel like paradise. Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, SNK, Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, Fatal Fury, 8 slash King of Fighters, and Street Fighter duking it out in one game. That would be awesome. I mean, it's kind of funny because like Kaja kind of did. You know what's kind of funny? Because like Kaja technically did. Because like in Tekken, there's a character who's part of the SNK, who's Geese Howard, which is Terry's enemy. And then there's also someone who's part of Street Fighter, which is Akuma, who is actually a part of the base and a part of the story too. He's kind of like a mixture. He's kind of like a mixture of Ryu. Yeah, he used reuse attacks in his own way. So yeah, it's kind of cool and it's kind of fun. But hey, here's what it is. I mean, I don't really think that there's gonna be a fire pass. Really. I kinda didn't think there was gonna be a fire pass too, but to be honest, ending it on pilot would have been would have really made friends upset, and Nintendo would have been getting negative feedback about pilot. So it kind of was in their best too. It kind of they kind of seemed like to them it was their best interest. It was their best interest to make a Final Fantasy 2. I don't really think they're gonna make it free because they're probably gonna make this Final Fantasy good, but not really the 100% good. Now, if they really want to make it 100%, they would have added like really popular requests. I mean, Main Man was like, that. And then it was like a developer choice. Steve was like one of the popular Minecraft ones. I was kind of confused at the time because like some people were like, no, we don't want Steve. I'm like, but didn't y'all want him? I was kind of confused at that point because like, I'm like, wait, didn't y'all want him? But it's like I didn't understand. He was like the only character that literally crashes Twitter. And then there's Sephiroth. Sephiroth was like pretty much the pretty cool villain. He was like one of the coolest villains. He was like one of the coolest villains in the game, and probably the only third-party villain that I know that's actually in this game, which is kind of a little disappointing. And then there's this guy. He's kind of like 50% protagonist, 50% a villain. But I think he's more of a villain than a protagonist. So he's kind of a villain, at least. I mean, Hayachi's the main antagonist. Makaja is a villain, so it's kind of like getting you a villain in a way. Oh wait. Well, and then Mithra and Pyra, and then Pyra and Mithra. It was more. I saw more people wanting Rex and Pyra together. I see more people asking for Rex and Pyra together than asking Pyra and Mithra separately. I mean, to be honest, that was kind of a close enough for Rex, but it wasn't really the same. It's not really the same. It's not really you playing Rex. It's more like Rex is. It's more like You play as Pyro and Mithra, and you're using their swords to fight with the character. I mean, it's kind of cool. So yeah. But now, let's talk about the Min Min amiibo. Now, the Min Min amiibo, I got a new one person who was dead set on wanting this amiibo. When I saw it, I was like, Super Mario T is gonna be happy. I know Super Mario T is gonna be happy. And he was. I see it. I saw his reaction. From the looks of things, he said he has some things going on in real life. I really hope that YouTuber. I really hope that YouTuber's okay and things sorted out in his personal life too. But I knew he was kind of happy with the Min Min people. I mean, the Min Min looked pretty sweet to me too. I mean, I definitely would get it. I mean, I probably won't get it on the first day, cause I know, cause well, it probably depends. Cause like, none of the people were interested in Min Min like they were when she was revealed. But I mean, there might be a good amount of Min Min amiibos, but the Amendment amiibo does come out next year. Cause I get the feeling that the Lecter will have the other amiibo, other Fighter Pass characters amiibos in the process, along with Steve, along with Steve, Sephiroth, Mithra Pyra, and Kazuya. Now, I don't know if Mithra and Pyra are gonna have separate amiibo. If those two are either gonna have that they're gonna have separate amiibo or their amiibo's gonna be together. I think with Mithra and Pyra, they're gonna probably have separate amiibo. Cause like putting them together would be very hard. Now I feel like it was gonna be. Now I feel like amiibo figure that's gonna be hard to be making is probably Steve. Cause like Steve will probably function kind of differently than the others. Cause like he's still and he has 3D assets to do it. I mean, yeah, he's a lucky guy, but it's gonna feel kind of weird because I mean, and then there's gonna be Sephiroth. It's gonna have that really long sword. It's gonna be like poking. That when you look really close, it's gonna poke you in the eye. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting with that. There's gonna be Pyra. I think those two are gonna be separate, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna dead set get that Min Min amiibo. I really do like Min Min. She's like one of my secondaries in the Smash Bros game. She's a pretty cool character. I mean, she's probably like one of my second favorite Alliance characters. But my first is like that Miss Tango guy with the mask. I really liked how he played. He got in. I would have made him, but I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. But yeah, I'm okay. They didn't really say much about the 12 update, so it's just for us to use how it normally is with just the characters, stage music, the meet costumes, and that's really it. So to get like at least 3 fighting games here. They get 4 fighting game characters, 2 from the same period, and the other 2 from 2 different cities. It's actually a kayak cup. It's actually quite a cost. Cause like not only is it pretty interesting, it's kind of its own feat to get good amount of in this game. I didn't mean to do that. Get this good amount of characters in this game. I mean, it's kind of unknown who's going to be the last character. I'm putting my money on Crash. Now, if Sora becomes a meat costume, I'll feel bad for Sora fans, but it won't really make me mad or sad. It's not gonna really make me feel anything, but I will feel bad for Sora. Now, I'm crossing my fingers that Crash is going to be in the game. I'm crossing my fingers. If it's not gonna be Crash, then it might likely be Doom Guy with a cackle, with a Mallow and Cackle Demon, and the Cackle Demon Meek costume thing. I mean, those two Meek fighter hats it's not came to fruition yet. They have not. They're kind of like 50. They're kind of like the only league that I think that is more believable than most. Cause like to be honest, most leagues didn't expect the Kaguya to be in this game. I've seen a lot of leagues saying Master Chief or Crash, Master Chief and Crash, not Kazuya. I've seen little to no people say Kazuya. I mean, leagues sometimes get things right, but not always. Kazuya was probably like someone from the left foot out there. So it's not like it's not like I kind of thought Tekken was out of the table due to the fact that like Sakurai made Heihachi a Mii costume, so I was like, oh okay. It wasn't really too much of a loss. I just accepted it. But it is what it is. But we know that Kazuya is coming. As for his moveset, I think his special has him use his double gene power. His double gene powers, which is his neutral B has him use a double blaster. His side B has him use a punch with immobile, which immobiles opponents. His up B has him use his wing. Down B use Heaven's Door, which is kind of like him slamming down every now opponents. But if you have the rage effect, and you use Heaven's Door or a command input for that move, then you're good. Then you're gonna get a stronger and even better Heaven's Door. I feel like Kazuya is gonna be a pretty interesting character. He's gonna be a pretty character. Now I know some people might not like it that another fighting game character is in, but I think some people should give at least the character a chance, and maybe at least play her. And for those who don't know much about the character, maybe at least play their franchise. I mean, Tekken 7 is a pretty good game. I mean, Smash I think, has kind of a spoiler with both the stage itself, and the final Smash. So, yeah. But anyway, it's kind of pretty cool. I thought his 10-hit combo was gonna be an input button command, but it's actually a repeated A button command, a repeated A button command. And there's two ways of doing the 10-hit combo. You can either press and hold the A button, or repeatedly press the A button. Cause like Kyuya has two neutral attacks. One where it'd be like A delayed, then A, or pressing the A button. I think either 6 times. Was it 6 or 8 times? It's either 6 or 8 times. I don't know if it's exactly 10, but I think it's 6 or 8 times. I'm gonna see myself just in that move. I mean, I'm not gonna really get too much into it. And it's even like gonna be for cool, kind of cool to see Kai, do something. There's even like command inputs for his grabs and his crouching attacks, which is kind of cool. Which makes kind of cool. And it's really cool that her one-on-one characters they have a zoom in effect, which really makes it feel like more Tekken, make it more feel like it's Tekken than. I mean, it's very interesting, I guess. Well, and then there's even like the fact that he even has like a, that he gets his rage mode around when he's like at 100 damage. I don't know if he gets it around when he's playing stock or just 1v1. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work, but I guess we'll see how he gets it. I don't know. So I guess that's Kazuya's special game. He gets a rage mode, which makes it pretty interesting, to say the least. It's kind of interesting that his side B is also an attack. It's kind of like how it's kind of like Luigi's down B, Nintendo's down B, yeah. But I don't think his has a meteor. But it's kind of cool. His victory streams doesn't have a victory theme, but the Tekken announcer announces his name. And says Kazuya Mishima wins. I think that's the announcer from the seventh game, but hey, it's pretty cool to see that announcer in this game for saying Kazuya Mishima. His poses are kind of like a mixture. His poses are kind of like a mixture. Old. One of them is based on the one from Tekken 7. One of them is based on the one from 5 and 6. And one of them is based on the first Tekken game. Now people were kind of like hoping that for one of his victory screens, he's gonna have that like his like Kazuya smiling ending, but it didn't. It's kind of thing, but hey, it's good. And the fact that it has like 39 songs is kind of impressive. It makes Tekken the second DLC to have songs. I didn't think Tekken was going to really have that many songs. I was expecting like 10, 15, 20 songs at least, but not 39, which is basically almost 40 songs. That's kind of impressive. That's like basically, like, I think 11 less songs than SNK. But, and there's like 8 and within those songs, there are like 8 remix songs. I can't wait to hear the remixes of these songs and see how these songs differ from the original songs. I never really played Tekken until Tekken 7, so I really don't know too much about it. I didn't play the story mode yet, but I am gonna plan on playing it this year. But I think people who don't know about Tekken should really get the game